Grammarly helps me get the best grades possible while depleting the least amount of hours of my week. I'm Lauren Taylor. I'm a student in Teachers Love. I'm a
What's up, everybody? Sorry, I'm just trying to get this all set up here. I haven't gone live in a very, very long time. What's up, everybody? Sorry, I'm just trying to get this all set up here. I haven't gone live in a very, very long time. What's up, everybody? So, bear with me. I'm just trying to get this all started here. Set up with StreamYard I haven't used in a very, very long time. So let's see. I'm just trying to get this all set up. Again, bear with me here. Titan cameraman, what is up, a fellow photographer? I'd love to chat with you. Open this up. Safari here. So let's see a second. YouTube. It's got me all signed out. Sign back in here. And switch to the account here so I can see and participate. account here, so let's see, which is great. All right. So, anyway, if you don't know who I am, my name is Greg Byerly. I am a content creator and a professional photographer, and I get on YouTube every once in a while and just talk about anything and everything. I would love to chat about life, you know. Let me zoom out here. At this camera here that sometimes does not cooperate. Huh. All right. There you go. That's a little bit better. So what's everybody up to today? It is, what is today? Tuesday the 15th. And I got nothing going on. I'm literally just chilling like a villain. And I figured I'd get on here and try to, you know, see what everybody's doing. See what's new in the world, you know. This over here so I can see a little bit better. So, if you haven't checked out my channel before, you should check it out. I got videos on just about everything, but mostly it is about photography. I am a photographer. I talk about, you know, anything and everything in the photography world. And yeah, I got this. The camera I'm using right now is a Nearstream camera. I got that for free, actually. I did a live review on it, and yeah, it was a really nice tool to have. For some reason it's still zoomed in on me, though. I don't know what's up with it. There we go. There we go. There. So zoomed out just a little bit. Funny, I have it on two different screens here, but it's definitely different here. So let's see. There we go. Getting everything all set up. So I'm currently downloading. I use Final Cut Pro now for video editing, and for the last year I've been using CapCut, but they've just changed a lot of stuff, and I don't really like their way of doing business. So I decided I'm going to go back to Final Cut Pro. But you know, through life and changes and everything, you gotta like reset all that stuff up, and I just haven't. So I'm literally just trying to get my life in order here, and it's taking a little while. So I'm just gonna insert text here. Somewhat organized here on my screen. There we go. right now. So the screen does not like to play nice. I got multi-screens, like really how difficult it is to navigate some of this stuff. All right, so I don't know who's all on here right now. Hopefully start getting some traffic in here. But yeah, so what I'm doing right now is I'm downloading all the assets to my Final Cut Pro and just trying to, you know, make my life easier in the editing process. We'll see. All right, guys. So I won't really just talk randomly if there's no discussions going back and forth, but I would love to really see what we could get started here as far as good conversation. What's up, Bra AI? Or Al? I'm not sure if it's Al or AI. Sorry, I wasn't looking at the screen. I didn't answer you right away. You need help with your PC. What do you need? Very aggressive with your answers. You have a strip screw in your laptop and you can't get it out. Well, they do make, it's called a tap and die kit, so you can undo that screw and get it out. Screws on a laptop are pretty small, so I probably would take it somewhere that can do it, and then if they break something, they're responsible. But that's my 2 cents on it. Why are you trying to get into your laptop? Funny story, my laptop that I'm broadcasting from has kind of a similar issue, except for my screen is going out, so it's shimmering. I've already replaced the screen once, and it fixing a fan issue. Yeah, I need to fix my my screen, and I kind of have the same problem. The simple answer is it's not an easy fix. You know, the screws are so small. Like I have a little screwdriver here. This is what it takes, a little Torx screwdriver. Usually the only reason why they'd strip is if you use the wrong size. You also have to push pretty hard and twist slow. So, you might try a couple different sizes of screwdrivers, see if you can jimmy it into the strip hole and slowly with pressure twist. But good luck to you, buddy. In case anybody's wondering, I'm in the great state of Florida, last free state I hear. And I'm just chilling. My wife is having troubles with her iPhone. I don't know what's going on. It's amazing how people will jump on here and they have no content, you know, like, I mean, whatever, it is what it is, but to have a YouTube channel and then watch people live and sometimes troll them or whatever, and then you yourself don't really have any content. It's strange to me, but, you know, it is what it is. Just checking out the people that have said some stuff and just seeing if they have anything good. It's only got 63 subscribers. I think a lot of these people are just minors. You know, they're young people that are trying to do some stuff. I get it, you know. I'm old and trying to do some stuff, so. I'll just sit on here and wait till people talk, I guess.
It's for you to improve your wildlife tofu and ensure that it's still fun. Other approach and real wildlife tofu. Wildlife is still there. The past few years still is hard, and I still keep doing it. And I still do it. Lots of people get stressed about settings. Something that you want to write. There's no good software to upload the picture. Get no good software. Get no good software.
So I'm assuming my wife can't actually listen. She just jumped on here as well. And so, you know, I'll type in here, but I'm hoping that people will start jumping on here and I could chat about whatever comes to mind, really, you know. You just eat lunch. All right. Well, I have kind of a weird setup in here. I got my laptop set up. You know, my screen's all screwed up, but I got it set up streaming the camera, and you know, then I have everything on my desktop. So what I'm doing, honey, is I'm downloading all these assets to Final Cut Pro that I bought like 2 or 3 years ago, but I couldn't get them, like I didn't have them saved anywhere. I don't know where they were at. And I ordered assets from 2 different companies. One company, their download link expires after 28 days. So I bought the stuff 3 years ago from them, and they just wouldn't honor anything. So I found this other company that I also did some stuff for, and I bought all of their assets for even cheaper than I bought the other assets for. And I sent them a message, and I think it's basically the same thing, just different companies selling the same product. But anyway, I sent them a message, and they got back to me in the middle of the night. So I'm sure that they're someplace overseas, but they gave me the updated new master edit stuff, and so it's downloading. It's a lot of files. So yeah, I don't know how long it's going to take. I figured while I was downloading that stuff, I'd go live and see if I could get some momentum back on this channel. And I hope that it will. You know, I don't know. Anyway, so I ate half my food earlier. I think I'll probably go and warm up the other half because I'm getting hungry again. I guess it's been like 3 hours. Figure I'd sit here, eat some snacks, get our computer set up with all this good stuff, and go from there. Looks like most of the stuff is only about halfway downloaded. I probably should have did one thing at a time. Yeah, it's got all the updated kind of trends, I guess. I think a lot of the stuff you still have to put in manually, but if you have kind of a vision in your head, it's drag and drop, so it's pretty easy. They gave me links to every editor though, so like stuff that's for Final Cut, stuff that's for CapCut, stuff that's for DaVinci Resolve and Filmora and everything. So if there's stuff specifically for one program, we can download it. I'm just downloading the Final Cut Pro. Go from there. In case you're not really getting you're asking if my phone's screwing up. The only thing that's screwing up, and it's been a while, it doesn't alert me with a lot of messages. So our group chat, I just look over and say, oh, there's a conversation going on. I don't know why it's doing that. I should probably restart my phone here pretty soon. My hunch is all the watches and stuff like that. What's interesting is I was just charting a watch of mine, and it wouldn't charge. I'm like, what the hell? And it turns out that it takes a different charge. Just leave it on there. I'll get rid of this music that's going on in here. Maybe I'll get some actual music going on. You know, there's always copyright issues that can happen with stuff on here, but I don't know about live. I mean, you can't really control everything that's happening live, so since I'm not monetized yet, let's deal with it. What's up, Matt? How you doing, buddy? Sorry, I was turning on some music. I'm just chilling in my office. Let me turn this down a little bit. I'm going to be starting a new job on Friday, as I've told you. And so I figured while I'm stranded here at home, because my wife is at work and right now we're sharing my truck, I figured I'd get on here and just kind of see what's up. And yeah, so this is it, buddy. What are you doing? Hopefully, I'd like to be out shooting some photography, as you know, but it's just not in the cards today. When my wife gets home, we might go out and shoot. Might go do some kind of sexy theme stuff. I'm kind of going through a bunch of that ideas on here. I have a folder on my desktop. It's called Inspiration. And yeah, I'm just trying to be inspired. Oh, are you talking about on Facebook? That edit was trash. Like, yeah, you were very gentle with your criticism. I don't think that people like to be criticized, and you know, I do the same thing. Like, I don't know. Any images at all, or just his images? It's his images. He blocked you. Yeah. I could go on. I mean, go onto Facebook and see. Yeah, I don't see anything on here either, buddy. The thing is I try not to criticize people too much, and I know that you don't either, but people take it the wrong way, and I think there's nothing wrong with being honest as long as you're not being malicious about it. What I hate, and I think that you probably hate the same thing, is when people post images that are way over edited, what I call over baked, and they get all kinds of praise from I'm sure mostly their friends and people that don't understand photography. They see these super saturated colors or whatever, and they think, "Oh my God, it's so awesome." The problem is it's not awesome. It's not real. It's not. I don't know. It's just not right. And as a photographer, and I know that you struggle with this, buddy, is there's a level of authenticity. Now, obviously, you could have fun, overbaked images that are obvious to be artsy, I guess is the best way to put it. But his was kind of presented like, hey, look at this fantastic ship I found, and blah blah blah. And that's one of the most famous shipwrecks around. And yeah, it's just a false sense of like you're presenting this as you've got this like super awesome picture, but it's a trash picture that you trashed even more. Very frustrating. But to each their own. I don't always jump on and try and criticize because ultimately, they'll get what's coming to them, I guess. Somebody like yourself or myself will jump on it and put them in check, and the true people that want to get better will jump off and go, wait a second, maybe I need to work on my shit, or wait, this guy's so wrong. Yeah. Yeah, I hate it when people post stuff and then they can't handle any opposition to their stuff. Now, sometimes it's not warranted. I've had people say stuff like that my photos are AI, my good ones that haven't even touched, they don't even have generative fill or anything in Photoshop. They're just good, clean edits, or I captured moments at the right moment or whatever. Those comments, I'm like, okay, that is also bullshit. You don't know what you're fucking looking at and stuff. But if you know that you've over edited something and you've done something and somebody calls you out on it, take it on the chin. Go, okay, you know what? Here's the real picture. How do you make it look better? Or ask for some advice. Ultimately, that's what I want to do with this channel, is give advice and help out with photos, and help out with knowledge that I've gained over the years. But you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink. So. So yeah, like I said, people are crazy. So on your live, because I know most people will never actually jump on here and stuff, I'm going to announce that I took a job which is going to alter me getting content and alter me doing my ultimate dream, which is to, make a living off of YouTube and teaching and, giving theory out. But, it's not the end of the world. I will be still spending time on my days off and in my evening time going out and getting content. I'm still going to be shooting with my wife. I'm still going to be trying to make this YouTube thing work, but I am going to start working full time, and I signed a 2-year contract being a correctional officer, which is not 100%. It's not 100% in a different direction than what I've done in the past. I've done security jobs and stuff for years, but anyway, it is different, and it is it's going to be a test to my patience and a test to. Sorry, all these are my watches I've gotten as sponsorships. Anyway, it's going to be a test of my my patience and my resiliency, my ability to problem solve, and I also don't know if physically I am still capable of handling rough situations. I think I got a little bit left in me, but I'm definitely more towards the end of that type of life and career. I never really saw myself as being like a police officer. That was not really the route that I envisioned myself going ever. And this is not technically a police officer. It is, correctional officer, which is glorified name for a prison guard, basically. I'm going to be working in a medical prison and intake facility. From what I understand, a lot of what ends up happening is people are, from all over the state would come here and be, transferred into this prison, and then too far, Greg, too far. Hold on a second. So, yeah, I think that I'm going to get a lot of new experiences out of the deal. And somebody's trying on YouTube. My wife, of course. Anyway, it's going to be a complete change of the direction that I've been trying to go in my life. Like I said, I don't know really what to expect, but I know it's in a medical facility. That's one of the things that interested me. For those that don't know, my last job before this, I drove ambulance, and I, got to experience a lot of different experiences with that, and yeah, it was cool. It was a good experience, but it didn't work out. This new experience, I don't know if it's going to work out either. I hope it does, because financially I need it to. But I don't know if I'm physically there. I'm a little nervous about it. So we'll see. Wow, 100 degrees. That's crazy. So tomorrow here in Florida, like currently today, it's really actually relatively cool for Florida. It's 87 degrees. It's going to rain tonight about 8 o'clock, so 5 o'clock your time. But yeah, it's just in the mid 80s all day today, and then tomorrow it'll be a high of 91. This is the stormy season, so yeah, get rain every day. What part of the coast are you going to go to, buddy? I know it's like a long way from you, but like the southern Oregon coast, photo wise, it's got some amazing stuff. I go down to Bandon, or I know you got your thing up there north, but I gotta say I really, really like right at the base of California, basically. From there up, it just is really nice, but you get a lot more texture and stuff south than you do north. Oh, nice. Thinking about getting some property down there, moving. That would be an amazing place to live. I love the Oregon coast. Probably my favorite. Not probably. It is my favorite place as far as the way it looks. Like when everything's right, it's right. You know. I'll say moving to Florida definitely was an eye opener that the coast down here is not near as beautiful. There's beautiful things like palm trees and stuff like that, and the water is nicer, you know. And if you want to get in the water, it's really nice. I mean, there's times where I've gotten the water's like 80 degrees. It just feels great. Which is funny because I did a spring like last week. I went in there and that was 72 degrees and it was freezing because it was so hot outside. That water felt like an ice bath almost. But Getting in the ocean, although there are more shark attacks here than anywhere, um, I'm not too worried about that, but uh, it's beautiful. But scene wise, as a photographer, I don't think it's as nice as it could be, I guess is the best way to put it. Um, I'm assuming if I go north, and I haven't done this yet, but if I go more north, there'll be cool coastlines to look at. We just haven't got to do that yet. But yeah, Oregon coast, all of it really, I think is one of the most beautiful places there is, you know. But at the same time, the weather just is not that forgiving. So when it's pouring down rain and just gray and flat, the pictures are just not there. And then the other unique thing about um, the other unique thing about Florida is the wildlife here is extraordinary. There's just so much of it, and there's wildlife in Oregon. I mean, you take some amazing pictures, but it's fewer and more far between. And so, you know, not that Florida doesn't have its issues, uh, but yeah, it's a little dreary. I love it too sometimes. And here's the thing: is um, more times than not, it rains on my parade. Yeah, clever little pun there, but it just is not. It's not conducive to the way I want to live anymore. I spent nearly 50 years in Oregon, and I traveled all over, but my home base was in Oregon, and I thought in my mind that that's where I'd probably end up, you know, spending the rest of my life there and stuff. But to be honest with you, um, once you get out of that bubble and get out of the mindset that that's your home, it opens up a whole lot of anyway, it opens up a whole lot of um, different views. And, you know, the political climate in on the West Coast, I'm not talking right versus left. I don't care who people vote for. What I mean by the political climate is it's so polarized. The whole nation is looking at like Portland, for instance, and it almost feeds into itself. So it gets to where it's like, hold my beer. Let's see how bad we can make this. And you know, I just don't want to live in that environment. You would think it'd be the exact opposite in Florida, and maybe it is down in like Miami. I don't really know, but it's not when you're here. You know that people just do their thing. You know, they're not trying to out do each other like, oh, I'm more right wing than you, or I'm more MAGA, or I'm more, like that's the way it seems like it's presented, but it's not. Now in Oregon, it just seems like, and it's not everybody, but it's really Like I've seen it with like my kids, for instance. I'm seeing it with people I tattooed over the years and stuff like that. They're just trying to outdo each other to be different and be reckless in a lot of ways. And I don't want any part of it, you know. Send it, I'm gonna text you. Junk mail. Anyway, so that environment, I just don't want to be long. And I don't want to move down to I didn't want to move down to California because California is worse in a lot of ways, but it had the weather that I would want. I used to live in San Diego, a little tidbit that people don't know about me. I used to live in San Diego. I loved it down there, but I don't think I'd want to live in California now. It's just too expensive. So aside from the political climate, and part of it, the expenses because of the political climate, but I can't afford it. You know, it's not my bag, baby. So anyway, yeah. So I started searching for another place, and so Matt, if you're still on here, I ended up with Florida because of a road trip I took with my son, not because of political crap and all that stuff. Ultimately that would never be why I moved somewhere. But I moved to Florida because I needed some change. My wife obviously got sick and was hospitalized. She has major allergy issues, and living in the valley didn't help. And I didn't want to live in the middle of America because middle America is there's no ocean. I mean, ultimately is what it comes down to. I'm drawn to the ocean. I know you are too. So I wanted to check out some other places. I knew like northeast coast was kind of off the table, and part of that's because of like it's just too much like Oregon and things. But I don't think like I don't think it's laid out the way, you know. I don't want to live in a big city, but I want to be close to the ocean and stuff like that. And there was nothing down the way that that was drawing me to it. And Florida was off the table for years until I came here, and then that changed my mind a little bit. So maybe, you know, long story short, maybe I will get to explore some stuff up north and you know, maybe I get out of Florida. There are downsides to Florida. It's completely flat. It's very humid here. You know, politically, it does lean to the right. A lot more politicized online and in the news than it really is, but it's still definitely more conservative, I guess. But not like they're lynching people and stuff like that. It's just I don't know, that group of people tend to just not talk a lot, not push agendas, but you know, just go to work. And it's becoming less. Well, it's actually becoming a big issue for me because I have to work. And it probably was hard. One of the reasons why it's hard for me to get a job is because politically, they probably think me come from Oregon, I'm extreme in a different direction than I am. I try to stay pretty centered, but there is a lot of judgments going there. So yeah, it's weird. I do miss Oregon's beaches. I gotta say, I mean, Oregon beaches are amazing. In fact, if you're in my office, which actually right there. There's a picture of Oregon lighthouse there. I have some trees over here. I've got a tree frog. That's a there in Oregon with Jason. Definitely a big part of my life. And then on these other walls, like I got a bridge in Florence up there. I've got the lighthouse in Florence over there. I got a picture of my wife in this abandoned building in Oregon. I got Winchester Bay, some tide pools. I definitely, I got the road to Cougar Reservoir over there. Definitely have a lot of Oregon ties here because I spent, so many years there. All right, Matt. Love you, buddy. Hopefully you have a great day and enjoy the beach tomorrow. 100 degrees on the Oregon coast. That's gonna be nice, actually. Hopefully you get some cool breeze off of the ocean water.
Hey guys, here's a quick video of what you can expect after purchasing the 4 Editors Platinum Bundle. So once you've purchased and downloaded the Platinum Bundle, you'll find this folder. When you open it up, you'll see a selection of other folders with each one designed for its own editing software. Over the last 4 years, we've made all of our assets unique to every major editing software and app. So you can see here we have Adobe Premiere Pro, we have DaVinci Resolve, Final Cut Pro, CapCut, LumaFusion, Filmora, and so many more. In my case, I edit in Adobe Premiere Pro, so I'll go ahead and open this folder. In here, you'll find a Download Here HTML file. This opens up a web page where you can download all of the assets from the Platinum Bundle. And once you've done that, you'll have something that looks like this. Now you have all of the assets you'll ever need right here in one place. So let's say you want to take a look at the overlay transitions, and we've got so much in here. We have cinemarkers, punch holes, glitches, film burns, and obviously all the rest. But let's open up the film burns. As you can see, every single asset is unique and named in a way that you know exactly what you're going to do. So we've got this nice red one right here. Let's take a look at this blue one. And then my personal favorite, the film burn shapes. So cool. Now let's go back to the main folder and look at some sound effects. Again, you can see everything is neatly organized in folders and accurately named, so you know exactly what you're going to get, and you can see how much effort we put into this bundle. So to preview Impact Bass, Impact Deep, Impact Gun. Even all of the LUTs, for example, everything is organized to make your experience that much smoother. If you need any help with installation and setup, then you can even download a video installation guide. So from the link where you get your assets, you can download the video installation guide, and you'll have 2 folders, one how to install and the other how to use. Now I work in Premiere Pro, so that's what you'll be seeing on screen in these guides, but there are video installation guides for every single software on both Mac, Windows, and even mobile apps. Not only that, if you have any technical problems, we do free Zoom calls to support you in any way that we can, and any future updates are included in the bundle purchase, even if you switch editing softwares later on down the line. So that's what you can expect when you purchase the 4 Editors Platinum Bundle. So please feel free to scroll down this page to look at previews and teasers of all of our assets and more.
All right. Not mad at that. That looks a little better. All right.
Dive into the future of video editing with the 4 Editors Platinum Bundle. Transform ordinary footage into extraordinary masterpieces. If you use Premiere Pro, DaVinci Resolve, Final Cut Pro, After Effects, or any of these 9 other editing softwares, here's a pack with over 10,000 video assets in one download. This download is a one-time payment, and you will get all the assets in 4K, Full HD, and social media aspect ratios. The download comes with a very clear video installation guide and will show you how to install and use the assets. Head over to 4editors.com and check out the Platinum Bundle, which contains original handcrafted LUTs, professionally mastered sound effects, spicy transitions, high-end overlays, and many more assets you can find on the website. If you use the code Keanu25, you will get 25% off the entire collection. I wish you a lot of fun with your editing adventure. Cheers, Keanu.
As video creators, we all know the struggle of finding that perfect asset. If you use Premiere Pro, DaVinci Resolve, Final Cut, Sony Vegas, or any of these known, here's a pack with over 10,000 custom assets made for all of you. So this is from a website called 4editors.com, and it's their platinum bundle pack, which contains over 2,000 transitions. You've got over 750 overlays and textures, from viewfinders to really cool vintage stuff. We've got Lux, more Lux, lower thirds and social media banners, titles including the really cool movie ones, and last but not least, over 2,000 sound effects with some really beautiful cinematics. If you use the code STREAM25, you'll get 25% off, and you can also buy an additional social media aspect ratio.
If you edit your own videos and you use Premiere Pro, Final Cut Pro, DaVinci Resolve, LumaFusion, or any of this, there's a huge sale on a one-time payment pack with over 10,000 assets that you can start using today. Head over to 4editors.com and check out their Platinum Bundle pack containing SFX, Lux, transitions, and even overlays you can include in your videos. If 85% off was not enough of a bargain for you, I got an additional 25% off if you use my promo code GEORGE25 at checkout. Link in bio for
If you make content online and you want to increase your engagement, then you need to check out 4Editor's massive video asset library. I am not joking when I say it has literally everything you will need when it comes to content creation. The biggest game changer for me when it came to establishing my visual brand and creating professional looking content was having a library of assets that I could use in all of my content. This way I could avoid having to scavenge the internet for effects and sound effects and overlays every single time I made a new video. 4Editors has everything you will need when it comes to LUTs, motion effects, sound effects, and anything else when it comes to video assets. And if you weren't already convinced by everything that they have to offer, would you believe me if I told you that everything in this video is made using assets from their website? Check out 4editors.com and download your video assets right away.
Awesome, good. Everything is actually very, very good. And by the way, we are currently running a 5% discount on this bundle, and if you want to snatch this discount, I'll drop the link to this discount in the description below. As you can see, you can get over 10 pound collections for only $60. The link will be in the description below. So far so good. Everything has been good with it. So these are everything you get. So like sound effect, transitions, motion graphics, lower thirds, original laws, creative plugins, overlay and textures, social media template, and so on. And they have video installation guide that shows you how to use every single tool in this bundle, which is one thing I love. And if you want to look at some of the samples of how your product will look, these are in videos. And also, these are some of the best creators talking about this bundle, which is, I think I saw a video from one of these guys and he decided to do the trial. And it's very, very impressive. And another thing I love about this bundle is that they have something for every video editing software. Regardless of the editing software that you use, they have something for you. So, and if you want to experience their roads in action, then these are some sample videos, and they appear exactly as they are in this video. Like I'm very, very much impressed, and they actually fully stand out. And if you want to listen to some of the sound effects, like the sound effects are very cool, very like I don't know how to explain it. These are very examples of their transitions. Like I'm very impressed for the price of this platinum bundle. I'm very impressed. To me, this is a steal. To get all of this for about $60, this is a steal because they are offering a discount at the moment. And if you want to snatch this discount, like I said, I'll drop the link in the show below. So